Hey fans, it's Emma. Welcome back to my channel, and today Corey and I are going to be doing a truth or dare challenge. But instead, we're going to switch it up a little bit. So if we don't answer questions for truth, we're going to have to do a dare. Or if we can't do the dare, we're going to have to answer a truth. So originally, we were going to do something like this in the pool. But since it's getting cold now and it's April and winter's on its way, we thought we'd do it in here and just do the sequel of a video you fans loved. And plus, you fans are going to love us in these cute little sweaters. Okay, rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first. Scissors, paper, rock! Oh, come on!
Okay. So, truth or dare?
Truth.
Other than maths, what's the hardest subject?
I don't know. I usually find subjects like English, science, religion, geography, all those are easy, so I don't think there's any subject that's hard other than math. Maths is the worst, by the way.
For me, math and science are the worst ones.
You used to love science. What are you talking about?
Chemistry and physics. They stink.
Wait until I do chemistry. You're gonna be absolutely rattled.
The only things I like learning from science are anatomy and astronomy, and that's it. Like anything that's like chemistry and physics is just a big fat no for me.
What about studying the moon?
Well, that's part of astronomy.
Whatever. Okay, truth or dare?
True.
You're about to see Niall Horan in a month, and you saw Harry Styles last year.
Mm-hmm.
If both of them were touring on the same night in Sydney, and you had to see only one of them, who would it be and why?
Niall. It's just I listened to his music more. He was my favorite member of One Direction.
Who's your second? Probably Harry.
Yeah, Harry's like really, really famous.
I feel like ever since One Direction split, Harry has been the most famous member.
Yeah.
Even though he was the youngest.
Yeah, the youngest member of One Direction becomes the most famous.
Who would have thought? But, yeah, nice answer. What songs are your favourite of Niall anyway?
I really like Too Much to Ask. That we danced to in Fizzy.
Oh.
I like Slow Hands.
Oh, that's a big one.
Nice to Meet Ya. What other songs? I just listened to his song Heaven. Really great song.
Yeah, I think you played it a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
I know you listened to No Judgment.
Yeah, No Judgment. And This Town's pretty good too.
Oh, I thought you were going to include This Town. That was the first Niall Horan song I ever heard.
Yeah, his first ever solo.
I think it was the first solo album a few years ago. Alright, your turn.
Okay. Truth or dare?
Truth.
What is one thing that you wish you could get Dad to stop doing?
Stop making deals. That's too easy. Okay. Truth or dare?
Truth.
If you had to buy an Ariana Grande album or a Camila Cabello album, which one would you buy and why?
It just depends on who I listen to more. I think at the moment I would probably pick Camila Cabello.
Wow.
Because, like, after Ariana's last album, she's not releasing any more music.
Yeah, but have you listened to her last album? A lot of her songs from there have been very famous.
I have listened to We Can't Be Friends, and that's a good song.
Yeah, I think that's her number one song on Spotify right now, which is huge.
Yeah, it's a really good song, that one.
Yeah. Also, Yes and.
Yeah.
That's an anthem for any, like, determined person, such as myself, who's like, no, I don't care what you think, back off. Like, that is the inspo. And can I just tell you, that's going to be fun to listen to in clubs.
Okay.
Your turn. Think of the best one.
Okay, truth or dare?
I'm not ready to say dare yet. I'm going to have to go with truth.
Okay, let me think.
Think of, like, maybe something, like, very famous. That's part of my life. such as music or reality shows?
Okay, this one's gonna be from us again, okay? Out of like from let me think. Who was your favorite mask from season 5?
I've got more than one, but but it's a shame I have to. I've got a list of from first to sixth place. I'm just gonna say Snowfox, Grim Reaper, Bouncer, Orca. That's for sure. Space Fairy and Blue Bottle. I also loved Cowgirl. She was really funny.
Oh yeah, I loved Cowgirl too.
Yeah, like in the 5th episode, she was the first one safe, and then she was like to Grim Reaper, "In your face, scary pants." I mean, that's your impression. I mean, Grim Reaper did point that axey thingy, whatever you call it.
I think it's an axe. I
hate axes. They're the kinds that like. That's my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Although I have to admit, when I first saw Grim Reaper, I literally wanted like his costume, and I found out that he had the axe. I literally
wanted to scream.
Yeah, I literally wanted to go like, ah!
I wasn't scared of Grim Reaper at all when I first saw him.
Yeah, and then he started singing one of my favorite songs ever made, and I was no longer scared of the Grim Reaper, because if he came to me and saying like that, take me.
You got that from Husey.
Well, obviously I was going to crack a joke. I mean, our last Truth or Dare video is one of my most famous, and people loved it.
Okay,
your turn. Oh wait, no, it's my turn. Sorry.
Yeah, it's your turn. You goose.
Truth or Dare?
Truth.
We're about to see the knockouts of The Voice this year. Out of all 4 coaches, which one of them is the best, and which one of them is the worst?
Well, Guy Sebastian is the best.
Obviously. Shocker. Predictable.
And I wouldn't say she was worst, but
person in last is...
Yeah, Kate Miller-Heidke.
Yeah, who's third and who's second?
Adam is second, because I know he's very famous.
I bet he's going to be very selective. I mean, we know what happened in the blind, but we're not going to tell you.
Yeah. So Adam is second, since he's very famous, and third is Leanne.
Nice one.
Okay.
I think if the coaches this year were the same as last year, I would have had the answer, but I don't want to upset any coaches, so I would just keep my mouth shut on that one.
Okay. How many have we done so far?
I think we've done like 3.
Okay, so we got 7 more each.
Yeah.
Truth or Dare?
Dare.
Dare, okay.
Just think of something that's not embarrassing.
I think...
You got one?
Reveal what you think is the funniest Lad Baby video.
I don't really need to reveal it. I can just say it with my mouth.
Yeah, you can just say it.
I can only base it on what Mum thinks is the funniest video. We've watched it a million times, and not once has she watched that video without laughing her pants off, like so much. It's the I Trust My Wife challenge.
Well, for me, it's the bathroom in the clothing steamer.
That's second, but the I Trust My Wife video is by far the funniest one.
Okay.
Oh, sorry!
Alright, go ahead.
Okay. I think you might need to say you did, because you can't say truth all the time.
Okay, I'll just go with like one day.
Oh, rubbish. Let me think of one.
Please be something good.
Well, I do like a challenge, because it's what gets me better every time. But I want to do the same thing for you. Like, so think of it in a positive way.
Okay.
Rank these US male singers from best to worst.
Okay.
Joey Fatone. Michelle Williams, Cheyenne Jackson, and Leanne Ryan.
Okay. So best, I would say Joey. Second, I go for Leanne Rhymes. Third, Cheyenne. And then Michelle.
I don't even gonna put Joey at first anyway.
Yeah, like Joey's from one of the biggest boy bands ever.
Speaking of, I heard that NSYNC collaborated with Justin Timberlake on his recent album, Everything I Thought It Was. If you haven't listened to it, listen to it.
Have you listened to any of those songs yet?
I've heard of them. His song Selfish is now his most famous song on Spotify.
Really?
Look it up.
Okay. Okay, truth or dare?
Truth.
Okay,
You're probably gonna do the same thing to me. I won't be surprised.
Okay, yeah. But it's gonna be Australia Masked Singer this time. So rank these 4 Masked Singer season 4 Masked from best to worst. Brewster, Snapdragon,
Mirror ball microphone.
No, microphone and Blowfly.
Oh god. Well, now you brought up Blowfly. Well, I mean, the fact that you didn't put Mirror ball on it makes it 10 times harder. I don't want to upset Michelle because I think she only needs to be, because I think being put last once should be enough. But I'm gonna put Sheldon at first because his last performance on that season had goosebumps all over my body. All over my body.
Oh, Sheldon Riley? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I still get them today. I'll put Michelle in second because well, she deserves it. I loved her Say Something performance. That was so moving.
Okay.
I think Rooster third because he was so in character. He was so funny, and his last performance was also really good too. I love that one. And then finally Blowfly. Look, nothing against Shannon. I think he was great as Blowfly. Sorry. I think that his first performance, Edge of Midnight by Miley Cyrus, was amazing.
I liked You Give Love a Bad Name, his last performance. That was a really good one.
I also loved his performance when he covered Stay by Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber. Yeah, that's the one that we saw.
Yeah. So, so in 2022 of July, we went and saw The Masked Singer, and we saw the merge. So we saw Blowfly, Microphone, Rooster, Snapdragon, Mirrorball, and Microphone. Yeah.
Blowfly was third. And when he was performing, there was like frogs everywhere. Like, such cute costumes. Like frogs wearing pizza costumes, can costumes, aprons, I think.
Yeah.
That was a good performance. So fitting for a musical.
Yes.
Right. My turn.
Yeah, so many classics when we saw them too. Like Levitating, that melody performed by Dua Lipa, which I love that song.
It's my favorite Dua Lipa song. As you can obviously tell, the minute I hear it, my body does a little bit of a groove.
And then Popcorn.
Oh, Popcorn. Oh, poor Popcorn.
Yeah, Sam was great.
Yeah. It's hard for me to choose a favorite performance by him. I'm still working on that. Anyway, your turn.
No, it's yours.
No, I just had my turn.
No, I asked you the last question.
Oh, right. My turn. Truth or dare?
Truth.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love watching The Masked Singer US?
10. 100% 10.
No offense to US Masked Singer, but Australia does it better.
I watch Masked Singer UK too. So. Did you know Melanie Thornton, Michelle Williams, and Kiara Settle were on that show too?
Well, I know that Melody was because she we watched her reveal and she sang Rita's song Like You Love Me, which is a classic.
Yeah.
It was on her second album.
Yeah, I liked her version better.
Yeah, I love Rita so much, as you could already tell. And she's already posting pictures of her new movie, Descendants, The Rise of Red, coming out July 12th, so keep an eye out for that.
And when I saw Kiara's reveal, I was like, shut up! Like,
I think everybody was. I mean, who do they think? Demi Lovato? Oh, that, which actually would have been a really good guess, because she can hit. No, it's that Keela can.
Yeah, and Michelle Williams was Rock Hopper.
Huh? Rock Hopper?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever seen one of those.
Just search out Masked Singer UK Rock Hopper and you'll see her costume.
Okay, your turn to ask me a question.
Okay, yeah, it's my turn. Truth or Dare?
I'm gonna go with Dare, but please don't do something embarrassing.
Okay, let me think.
If it's ranked something from best to worst, I will not be surprised.
Trying to think. Okay. Rank all the sports that you've competed in from best to worst. Like the cross country, athletics carnival, swimming carnival, like all that sort of stuff.
Well, since I am so happy to announce, I am participating in the All New South Wales School Championships on May 30th. I'm gonna put that one first. But athletics and cross country, I can't put one of them last. I'm gonna have to make it a tie between those two.
Okay.
Well, I thought that one was gonna be a lot harder. It's like if they asked me to like rank my favorite artists from best to worst, I would have not gotten that. But you're probably thinking about it since I just brought it up.
Okay.
Truth or Dare?
Truth.
You're gonna have to say Dare again at some point. You can't always just pick Dare. I mean Truth.
Okay.
Rank these recent Voice Australia winners from best to worst. Taryn Stokes, Bella Taylor-Smith, Chris Sebastian.
Bella Taylor-Smith, 100% best. I would say Chris Sebastian second, then Taryn third. I'm not saying she's last, I would say third. Like, she was better than Lockie. So.
This is why I did not want you to rank Lockie anywhere, because if you put him last, I would have been extremely offended. Because I love Lockie. I'm a big fan.
Okay. Truth or Dare?
Well, I have to say though, Taryn was like the second Mariah. No wonder she won. Speaking of, I wonder if she's just dropped a new song somewhere over the last few months.
I don't think she has. I didn't see any of her music come out.
I haven't either, but she probably will.
Okay, Truth or Dare?
I'm gonna go with Truth.
Truth, okay.
Let's think of something that's not embarrassing.
What's your favorite thing to learn in science?
I loved learning about waves a few weeks ago. The best part about it was like doing word searches. Those are my some of my favorite things.
Oh my god, I love word searches too.
Yeah, it was always like pick my brain. I wouldn't rest until I got the last word. The last ones are always the hardest, FYI. I also, and right now I'm learning about space, and I actually love that too. But wait until I learn chemistry. It's going to be so fun. You're going to be so rattled.
Yeah.
Okay, truth or dare? Please say dare.
Well, I'll go with one more dare.
Out of all the seasons that Shawnee participated in on Survivor, rank all 3 of them from your favourite to least.
So best I would say All Stars, because that's my favourite season of Australian Survivor.
Because of the all returnees thing. That was a big season, but I'm assuming you're going to put Heroes vs Villains in second, which is the best.
I would actually put Champions vs Contenders second, and then Heroes vs Villains. I'm not saying it's last, third.
I would have put Heroes vs Villains first because it's one of Survivor's biggest seasons, apart from Brains vs Brawn, which is one of my favourites because when lockdown happened, Brains vs Brawn got me through it. I also loved Titans vs Rebels, which just ended 2 weeks ago. Can you believe that?
Yeah, like, you also liked Blood vs Water, right?
Oh yeah. The last 4 seasons have been perfection.
You know, I did not think Mark was gonna win, you know?
What do you mean you didn't
I thought for sure Shay was gonna win.
Oh, I loved Shay. She was an absolute beast. But you loved watching Mark. You should have thought he was gonna win.
Yeah, but I thought for sure Shay because she was like, she's so strong, you know?
Yeah.
But like almost like everybody on the jury voted for Mark. Like nobody voted for Shay or who was the other one?
Chrissy, the crack-up queen.
Yeah.
She was really entertaining from day one.
Yeah, like a returnee from season 2, winning season 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Truth or dare?
Truth. Just think of one from Survivor if you have to.
Okay. Let me think.
I can hear the rain outside right now.
Okay, other than George, who is the worst Survivor player?
Well, I wouldn't say George is the worst because he's actually one of Survivor's biggest players. But I don't know if... Well, I don't really know if there is a worst player.
But, like, which one do you, like, not... that you really, really don't like?
I'm not going to say it. It's going to offend several people. But, yeah, I mean, I'm more of a Queen Hayley person than a George person, but I wouldn't... but I do know that George is a big player, so I'm not going to, like... It's like, I don't know. Honestly. Like, that was a hard one.
Mm.
That's what I get for acting all cocky and asking for more truths.
I would have said David.
He
was a massive threat.
Well, he was another big player, and after he voted off Mo, I knew he was going to win, and because he had a bigger strategic game. I think the only blindside he didn't see coming was Zach's. Yeah, because Jackie flipped. That was a good one. Someone was probably going to flip on an alliance eventually. Because they were probably going to keep some of the Vakama alliance anyway, because if they took all of them out in a row, then they would have to turn on each other, for the rest of it. Who knows what could have happened after that. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was actually a really hard one. I'm so glad I didn't ask you that. Okay. Truth or dare? Truth. If we could go back in time and you actually watch Titans vs Rebels with us, would you do it?
50-50.
You should have loved it. You should have seen it, Chloe. You would have loved it. The blindsides were insane. I've got a favourite one. I really loved Tobias's one because
Did she like go home with like an idol in her pocket, or just
no, Tobias was a male. No, he didn't go home with an idol in his pocket. But Ferris showed off his idol by taking off his jumper and going, "Is it hot in here, or is it just me?"
Oh.
Yeah, he pulled a George and showed off his idol and then played it. And Jonathan didn't even need to ask the question.
That's a good move.
I mean, his name was being brought up, so I'll respect it. I don't think there was a worse blindside, but I do have a blindside that I think was the hardest one to watch.
Which one? Oh, you mean like your Fraser's one?
No, Fraser's wasn't hard to watch. He wasn't even on the season. I mean, like, what was the one that got me thinking? I say this because I love watching Valeria, and I think her blindside was one of the most shocking ones, but the hardest one, that's the question. I'm just gonna say, you know what, Kirby's was really hard to watch, and I think if Ferris watches this video, he'll probably agree, because like voting off one of your closest allies, like, it's not easy at all. It's actually one of the hardest things to do in a game of Survivor.
Okay.
I remember in pre-merge, Kirby and Ferris was like gunning for each other like crazy, and they just wouldn't stop. And I would literally, in my mind, I would literally go like, "Please, just stop! Just put your guns down and work together!" And then they finally, like, that drove me crazy. And then they finally started working together in merge, and they became one of my favorite power duos. And then all of a sudden, Kirby's head is on the chopping block, and Ferris doesn't play the idol her. But at first he says like how Kirby is like a sister to him, and then he realized, and then he brings up the fact that he wasn't backing himself much, and then he decided to do it, and then the blindside just happened, and I was like, that was really hard to watch. Like, I'm sweating up thinking about it.
Can I ask a question? Like, how many people voted for Ferris in the finale?
Everyone, including Valeria and Mark. I knew if Mark was in the final two, Valeria would vote for him, for sure. I actually thought Kitty was going to vote for Caroline because she was like one out of two of her best friends in the game, apart from Eden, who I may add is probably the first cinema worker there.
Well, thank goodness Caroline did not win. Sneaky Caroline! Dun dun dun!
That reminds me of when Valeria would always say, "Sweet Caroline." That was so funny.
It's more like Sneaky Caroline.
Yeah, since she took out Viola.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How many have we done so far?
I think about like 11 ish.
I think we've done like 6 each. Don't you think?
Oh yeah.
Yes, we have 4 more each. So whose turn is it?
I think yours to ask me a question.
Okay, truth or dare?
I'm just gonna go with dare, but don't let it be something embarrassing.
Oh my god, that's me. Let me think. Name 3 things that you always carry in your school bag.
Too easy. My laptop, my lunchbox, my phone. I mean, I need it if I'm gonna pull it out and call somebody. Okay. My turn.
Okay, so 3 more each.
Well, I still have 4 because I haven't asked mine yet.
Oh, okay.
But the last one, for my last one, you have to pick a dare because I think this might be pretty easy for you.
Okay.
What am I gonna do?
You're gonna have to ask me to do there first.
Yeah, I just need to think first. Which comedian? Truth or dare?
I'm gonna go with dare on this one.
Rank these comedians from best to worst. Kevin Hart, James Corden, and Michael McIntyre.
Oh. So due to so it depends on how much each one makes me laugh.
They all make you laugh.
So
I got you.
I'm thinking I will put Kevin Hart first.
Nice. Now you just gotta rank the other two, which won't be easy. Because they're both hilarious.
And then I would say Michael. And then third, James.
Oh my god.
I would consider himself more of an actor. You know? More of an actor.
Or maybe a late night host. I can't believe his show is finished. Because I was considering applying for Spill Your Guts or Fill Your Guts when I was older. Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. James, his Spill Your Guts videos was so funny.
I really loved Kobe and Kara's version and the Jonas Brothers version and Ewan, Niall and Isla's. That one was really funny.
I watched Kevin Hart's one too.
Oh yes. Also Justin and Sean.
Yeah. I've also watched which other ones did I watch? I watched Kim Kardashian's one.
Oh, okay. Alright, your turn. Ask me a question.
Okay, so I've got 2 more left, I think. And you got 3.
Oh wait, I think we all got... Well, after this one, you've got 2.
Okay. Truth or Dare?
Dare. I think for this one, you might want to think of, like, the music that I listen to, or the artists that I listen to.
Let me have a think. Oh! Okay.
Oh, God.
Rank these artists from best to worst. Rita Ora, Tate McRae, and Kenzie.
I don't want to upset Kenzie, and I don't want to upset Tate, but I'm going to put Rita at first, because I've seen her twice, actually. Now I have to get to the tough part, where I have to choose between my 2 favourite storytelling artists who have been doing music ever since they were, like, really young. And I just wouldn't do that, so I'm going to put them both in second.
Okay.
Well, I hope you've rewatched this video over and over and see this as my way of showing how much I love Kenzie and Tate, that I would never, ever do anything to upset either one of them. I'd rather not answer a question and answer it and upset them. Love you both, Tate and Kenzie. Okay. So I think that's 2 more.
Yeah.
The last one for you has to be a dare.
Okay. You have to ask me truth or dare.
Yeah, truth or dare.
Truth.
Let me think. Oh, who is the one artist that if Spotify Wrapped had top 6 that you wish made it there?
Top 6.
If Spotify Wrapped had a top 6, who would you want it to be?
I would probably say One Direction. Favorite boy band of all time.
What about Dua Lipa? I know you listened to her a bit. Oh, what about Niall? Did he make it?
I did get a message, like a video message.
But he didn't make it, did you? I could have sworn you would have gone with Niall. I know Pentatonix made it.
Yeah.
Can you think about it? A band sent a video message to this girl right here.
Yeah. Yeah, so Pentatonix was 4th.
So I know Guy was first. Was Little Mix second?
Yeah, Little Mix was 2nd. Ariana was 3rd, and Camila was 5th.
For my Spotify Wrapped, I got Tate McRae. No brainer. I got the Next Step soundtrack because I listen to their music a lot for iMovies. I got Rita 3rd. And I wasn't surprised when I got Sabrina Carpenter on there, because I've known her music for quite a while. And I got Lauren Spencer Smith, who was on American Idol a couple of years ago. Because I listened to a song on her recent album, Never Been in Love.
she was a finalist, right?
No, I don't think I think when you looked it up, it didn't say that she was. Although, it's so disappointing because she's such an amazing singer.
Okay.
But for some reason, when I got the Spotify Wrapped messages, I didn't get one from Lauren, which is weird.
Okay.
But although other than it feels like the top 10, I really wish I would have gotten Kenzie, Lockie, and Renee.
Okay.
Renee Rapp. I also would have loved having Alexander Stewart on there. Probably one of my favorite TikTok artists ever. His voice is amazing.
Okay. Truth or dare?
This last one's gonna be a dare.
Okay.
Don't be something embarrassing.
Let me have a think. So let me have a. I'm still thinking. Oh, okay. Rank these movies from best to worst.
Oh god.
Wonka. Super Mario. And Stormboy.
Oh, I didn't think you were gonna put Stormboy. I thought you were gonna put Mean Girls. I'd say Wonka, Super Mario, Stormboy. That was pretty easy. And plus, I haven't watched Stormboy in forever. Not since we first saw it. It was so sad.
Yeah.
I cried.
Yeah, we literally cried during that movie. Like,
yeah.
It was so sad. I hated that movie so much.
Whose idea was it to make us see it?
Mum.
Oh. Alright. Last one.
Last one for me. Like, out of all the ones?
Yeah, truth or dare.
Truth.
What? I said this last one was going to be a dare.
Alright, fine, dare.
There we go. This is less of a dare and more of a challenge.
Okay.
Name all of Guy Sebastian's finalists on The Voice in his 5 years of being the coach. If you can remember them.
So, I'm assuming from 2019, I saw that Jack Fidgen was his only one left, so I would say Jack. And then there was Johnny Manuel.
Oh, big one.
Bella Taylor Smith.
Who are you on with?
Yeah. Jordan Tavita. And,
another big one.
And Charlie Pittman.
Ah, you remembered. Great memory. That's really good. That's it for today's video. Which truth or dare question was your favourite? So let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you fans soon.